Valentine, guys. Okay, today is not Valentine's, but I know by the time this video goes up on Thursday, Valentine itakuwa imepita. So let me know how your Valentine went down. Did you get any flowers? Did somebody treat you? Or did you treat your babe or your children? Yeah, how did it go? For me, I'm hoping it is going well. It will be well. Someone might surprise me with something. I'm just hoping. If it doesn't come, tuko tu sawa. Anyway, the feeling is lavish. I'm even wearing red. Of course, red is my favorite color. And this being the month of love, why not? You can even see the theme of my house is red. So Valentine's for me is almost any day, any time. I can wear red. That is not what the video is all about today. So welcome back. My name is Jensta Mogora. If you've not yet subscribed, please send me some love. And you can only show me love by subscribing, sharing, liking the video, and definitely leaving a comment if you've liked the video. This video is all about work-life balance. I'm sure that is not a new term. So what is work-life balance? It is generally where your work and your personal life meet, because they are both related. Both have to be well for each to be successful. You need to be good at work. You also need to be good in your personal life. So work-life balance involves progress in career, how your relationships are handled, your health, your friendships, your family life, your hobbies, your academics, everything. 360-degree cycle of the life of a human being. And today I want us to talk about how Jen, as a career person, manages to balance between work and my personal life. I think I should start by giving a brief description of what I do on matters career or work and what I do at a personal level. At least it's a good chance for you to get to know me a little bit deeper. So Jane Star, aka Jane the Star. I'm a Mugore, I'm a Jane, I'm a whoever you want to call me. If you are a repeat viewer of my videos, you will notice I do work-life related videos, because on Thursdays, I normally put out content on matters relating to the corporate workplace. Then on Sunday, it's anything about my life. Maybe motherhood, maybe shopping, maybe kitchen, maybe personal stories or things that directly or indirectly concerns me. So I can actually say this channel is all about work-life videos. And what that means is I work full-time from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and sometimes even on Saturdays half day, but that is maybe once or twice a month. Over and above that, I'm a mother of one, a boy who goes to school and has CBC homework to be done. And over and above that, I do some small businesses which I normally attend to sometimes on Saturday and sometimes on Sundays or after work. And currently, I'm creating content on YouTube. So posting 2 videos a week is not a joke, because there's time to be creative, to come up with the content you're going to put out. There's time to edit, and there's time to watch what you've created. And besides that, I'm also a spiritual person. I'm an active church member. I'm the treasurer of Our Ladies Fellowship. And that means I'm actively engaged in church activities. And that includes attending prayers, sometimes going for Bible studies. Well, I can't even recall the last time I went for Bible study. But every Tuesday, I have to go for Bible study from 6:30 to 8 p.m. I also have to work. I also have to come and do CBC homework with my child. And I also have to attend to my side hustle so that it doesn't collapse. So when I say today I'm talking about work-life balance, I think I'm the best example of how I manage to balance between work and personal life. So stay tuned and watch the video up to the end. The first tip that enables me have a proper work-life balance is my 5 a.m. morning routine. I think I'll do a video on that one of these fine days. But when I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm able to attend to some personal matters before I go to work. Because immediately I wake up, I read the Bible as I drink hot water and listen to 2 songs to dictate a good day for myself. That will take me like 15 minutes or 20 at most. Then after that, I'll start working out. I normally do YouTube workouts, and sometimes I have some gym equipment in the house, so I don't have to go to the gym. And once in a while, maybe on a Saturday or on Wednesday, I will go physically to the gym. So by 6, I'm done. I'm done with personal attendance. Then I'll prepare myself for work. I normally don't iron my clothes in the morning. They are ironed the day before or even on Sunday. So the entire week is just showering and changing clothes. Then once I'm done with preparation to work, that is by 6:20, 6:30, we take breakfast. I'm not the one who prepare my kid for school. There's someone who does that. I also don't cook breakfast. Someone else does that. So breakfast will be on the tables. You just take breakfast and then we part ways. Whoever is going to school goes, and I also leave for work at around 6:45, 6:50 a.m. In the bus, most of the times, I have a book I'm reading. Like currently, I'm reading the book written by Simon Sinek on Start With Why. It's a book for leaders because I need to acquire some leadership skills, noting that I'm a leader in particular categories and in different aspects, be it at work or be it in church or even at home. I'm the leader of my house or the director. Yeah. So whenever I'm going to work, maybe 3 or 4 days in a week, I'll be reading. If I'm not reading, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping in the bus. Because waking up at 5 a.m. isn't also a joke. Sometimes you're deprived of sleep. So unaenda kumalizia kwa basi. Then after that, I'll get to work at around 8:15, 8:10. Then I'll have time to say hi to everyone who has arrived in the office. I get time to take my water bottle and wash it or fill it up. I'll get time to catch up with any activity I had not finished in the yesterday's evening. So by 8:30, I am set. I'm ready to work. That is basically my 5 a.m. to 8:30 morning routine. It helps me attend to my personal life because you see, when I'm praying, when I'm exercising, I'm doing things for myself. When I'm sharing breakfast with my family, now that is family time. When I'm reading that book as I do transit in the bus or at times while driving, I'm doing personal development. Then saying hi to people, it means I'm also balancing workplace relationships. And by 8:30, I'm able to start working because that is the time recommended for me to start working. So I've served the employer well, and I've also served my personal interest early in the morning. The second thing that really helps me in handling work and life matters is bulk purchases. Because I'll do my shopping for a whole month. Once we are paid, then I sort basic necessities required in the house, be it food stuff, be it toiletries, be it my personal things, be it things for my son. I buy them at the beginning of the month. So for the entire month, I'll not have issues of, hey, skari meisha, when coming in the evening, please come with something. Or if it is matters to do with stationery, I ensure I've bought the crayons, the rubbers, the sharpeners at the beginning of the term. So that way, I don't have surprises in the evening that we are not doing homework because we don't have a sharpener or because he lost one pencil and we were waiting for you to come and buy. No. I also buy breakfast for a whole week. Like on Sunday, I buy like 7 packets of milk. I buy bread. I buy queen cakes. Then in between, if we are waiting washes or domas, they are in the house. I buy them on Saturday. So a whole week's breakfast and the menu is already provided. Something else, for my groceries, I normally go to the market after every 2 weeks. So I don't have to go passing in the kibandas in the evening, buying onions and tomatoes. Is it tomatoes or tomatoes? What? Nowadays CBC is teaching us new vocabularies. So I'm not sure which is which. For the old generation, ni tomatoes. Or go buying cabbages or skuma wiki after work. No, that one is already done, and I also don't have to leave money with the house help. And for buying vegetables, no. For cereals, I buy in large quantities, mostly at Nyamakima. I'll go and get like 5 kilograms of beans. So that one will serve me for more than 3 months, and I don't have that stress of we are cooking githeri today, there is no maize, we want to cook chapo, there is no kamande. No, stocks are normally done in bulk and in advance. So I'm saved a lot of time, especially after work or even in the morning, thinking about what do we have and what we don't have. If I really have to pass through the supermarket or through the grocery store, it's because one commodity is used up. Probably we've used it more than we normally do. Or I didn't restock it at the beginning of the month because we still had some leftovers for the previous month. I would encourage people, especially those who are employed and you get your salary at the end of the month, you do bulk purchases for everything. I've identified tasks that don't require my presence. As such, I do delegation. For example, in the house, I have a domestic manager who helps me with cleaning the toilets, the clothes, the utensils, and also helps in cooking. So you will not find me in the kitchen from Monday to Friday. I don't go there. I don't even go to find out, is it dirty? Did she wash utensils yesterday or not? I don't do that job. But again, over the weekend on Sunday when she's off, I can go to the kitchen and notice, this sink has not been washed. The fridge has not been wiped for a few days. So I'll supervise on Sunday when I'm in the kitchen. But Monday to Friday, no, I don't cook. I only advise on what will be cooked, but how and what time, I don't. I also don't prepare my kid to school in the morning because as he's being prepared, I'm also preparing myself. And with that, we're able to have some quality time exchanging because we'll keep on interacting. How did you wake up? Why are you disturbing when wearing uniform? I also delegate on matters to do with farming. I'm a farmer, so I have people who assist me on that. And if I require something, especially on the Mica business, I don't have to physically go pick stock because I've already identified the wholesale shop where I pick my things. So I'll just place an order and tell the supplier, I need this and these packets. How much are you selling? I will need to restock this new product. This is not going well, so we will have to return some few and you exchange for us. Then once the stock is ready, he will give it to the boss. I just pick it from wherever I do my car business. Maybe one of these days I'll talk about it, but not now. So I'm saved the hassle of having to physically go to the market or having the employee stealing from me because I've sent him stock, then he end up buys, or sometimes he gets me products of poor quality. So there are tasks I've really delegated. And the other tasks I don't delegate at all. For example, my kid has to do homework with me. I'm the one to show him how it's going to be done, regardless of whatever time I'll come. And if I'm very late, then we will do it in the morning. That day I won't exercise. We will wake up to do homework. Things like his school meetings, I don't delegate those ones. They are normally done by myself. I also don't delegate ironing of clothes and blazers. I do them by myself, but I don't wash. For clothes washing, no, that one, I've found someone to do it for me. And for the business, you have to have CCTV cameras and daily stock updates. So I don't have to physically go to the shop all the time. I can log in and check how is the business going, how much stock do we have in the computer system. So that way I'm able to save myself a lot of time, and I also prevent burnout. Even at work, there are tasks that don't add value to me. So I'll get someone who directly benefits from them and hand over the work. or even delegate where need be if it's a huge task that I can't complete in one day and it is urgent. So instead of having to find myself working overtime, I delegate some duties so that I am still able to work between 8:30 to 6 p.m. I also help other people when they delegate some work for me to do. So that is very key. Delegation all the way. But always learn to differentiate between what requires your attention and what doesn't require your input at all, so that you also don't end up delegating everything and your things go wrong. I have a very strong support system because a work-life balance involving having good friends, taking care of your family, taking care of your loved ones, being good with your colleagues. And as such, you don't need to bring work burdens at home, and neither do you want to take your family or home issues at work. And so I've identified a particular set of support system. For example, at work, there are people I consult on stressing matters, or something is overwhelming, or there's a task I need some guidance or skills and I don't know how to go about it. I have consultants, including maybe my boss, who, when faced with a challenge, because he's more experienced than I am, he'll be able to advise very fast and we solve the problem. He has solution to a lot of issues. I also have some colleagues who I'll tell, hey, hapa ni kunoma, kimeumana. What do you think I should do? How do you think I'm supposed to respond to this email? I also have family friends who will ask, my relationship with my mother is quite challenging. This and this happened and she's quite unhappy. How do I go to seek forgiveness from her? Or we are having challenges in the house with my domestic manager, and I also don't want to leave or fire her because of this petty issue, and I need to know how I'm going to address it without affecting the job. And also, even at times, your dating life is madhogodhanio. It's up and down, on and off. So I have people who I'll talk to when these kind of relationships are not working. Every support system has its own category. If it matters to do with motherhood, I have some friends who I'll tell, oh, my child has this condition, how do I handle it? If it's things to do with homework, I am in a WhatsApp group of my fellow parents. So I'll ask, how are you people doing this homework? How did you find their extracurricular activity last week? Are you happy with this amount that has been charged on their school fees? So that way, I'm well versed in all aspects of my life. Any challenge has specific problem to attend to. I'm also a support system to most of my friends and my colleagues. So it's a two-way, by the way. I support people and they also support me in return. Kindly get yourself a supporting system. No man is an island. You are not meant to solve problems alone. And you cannot be a Mr. All Know It or a Mr. Fixer for everything. Some things you know, others you don't. So ask for help and also be a helper to people. I've clearly identified tasks that waste my time. For example, social media. At times you wake up, 5 a.m., you need to see, how did my last YouTube perform? How many viewers, how many subscribers have I gained? Or you check on someone's status. Then you keep on scrolling until you realize, what? 30 minutes are over. So for me, I don't do social media in the morning. I've set my phone in such a way that there is focus time. So between 5 a.m. to 9, I can't engage on WhatsApp, I can't engage on Instagram, I can't do Facebook or TikTok because they're very addictive and you never quite know when to stop. And other thing is, you cannot call me for personal matters during my work time. I will schedule it for lunch hour, then we can gossip at that time, or you can give me that funny story during then. Otherwise, you may find yourself wasting a lot of your employer's time handling personal matters or family issues that can actually wait. Unless it is really an emergency, and that is the first thing I'll ask you when you call. It's not arrogance. It is knowing when to do what and how. So if it is not an emergency, I'll ask you, can we talk later, and you are agree with it, then we'll catch up maybe after work or after lunchtime. And similarly, you will not waste my time on work matters on a Saturday or on a Sunday. It's either I don't pick the call, or when I pick, I tell you, can we handle this on Monday? I'm not in a position to talk about it right now. I cannot offer any solution. I also don't pick calls after 9:30 p.m. Reason being, first of all, I'm very paranoid since my dad passed. If a relative tries to call me those weird hours from 9:30 up to 10, I feel like, hey, is someone sick? Is someone died? I associate late night calls with death. So from my family members, I've told them, hey, me, I don't want to be called late night. Call me in the morning. You can even call me at 5 a.m. and I'll pick your call. I also have a bedtime routine whereby after 10 p.m., my phone has turned out to grayscale. So I can't log on to social media. I will not be on YouTube. I'll not even call. I normally don't carry my phone to the bedroom because it helps me avoid laziness. It helps me engage on phone too long. So I'll not even snooze my alarm in the morning because the phone will be ringing in the sitting room and I'm in the bedroom. So by default, I'll be forced to wake up at 5 a.m. And when it goes on grayscale, by default, by 10 p.m., I'm told you're not supposed to be on screen. By the way, you need to check out that video I did on social media addiction and how I overcame it in this channel. I did it long time ago. It is among my first videos that was done last year in June. Yeah, so please check it out and get some good tips on how you can be able to manage your social media. Because anyway, squeezy, everything is online. So you have to be up to date, but don't let it control you. You need to be in control. It should not be addictive. It should not be one of your time wasting activities. One of the other things that really helps me have healthy work and life balance is settling boundaries. I know when to say no. I know when to say yes. I know what I will do and what I will not do. I also know where to draw the line between work and home, between private matters or personal issues and work related issue. So for me, 8:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. remains as such. I don't work past 6 and I also don't work before 8:30. Otherwise, I'll be violating my personal time. After 6 p.m., I'm looking forward to something else. I'm looking forward to getting home very fast so that I do my CBC homework. And I don't work during the weekends unless it's mandatory. And as such, on Saturday, I'll be doing my personal stuff. For example, if there's a workshop I need to attend, I go for it. If there's a chama, if there is a vlog I need to do on Saturday that requires maybe an outdoor activity, I'll be engaged on that. Saturday is a day for myself, excluding my son and other family issues. I'm available for anything from Friday evening all the way up to Saturday. Come Sunday, I've clearly drawn a line on what I do. I'll go to church, then I come do things with my son. Maybe I take him out, maybe we take lunch together. I don't go anywhere on Sunday unless that place requires me to go with my son. If it can't allow me to go with him, then I forget about it. That is the boundary. Sunday is me and my son's time. And probably when I get a family, it's going to be our family day. So we will only engage in things that concerns all of us. I have 21 days in a year, most of the places that I've worked. And so that means every month I earn 1.75 days. If I have an emergency, I will rush to that emergency. If something happens to my kid in the morning, I will not go to work. I'll rather take half day off, then I attend to him. During my vacation, maybe 10 days continuous, I'll not pick work calls. I'll even change my line. That is the day I'll put on my Airtel SIM card, because Safaricom is mostly for the workmates. So I don't want to be consulted on work-related matters while I'm having my own space. And again, I don't carry forward leave days. There are people who will take like 15 days to the next year. That means you are not deserving a rest for the whole of that year, you didn't find it necessary to stop working and take a break. I also ensure I go for all my lunch breaks. That 1 to 2 p.m., I'll just relax. I'll eat my food while thinking about my life without the hassle of what is going on at work, because the 1 hour is there. But you'll find some people want to work an extra 20 minutes, probably because they feel they are overwhelmed. But that should not be the case. Also, if you have study days, take them, utilize them maximally. And when it is time for doing work for your employer, return back what he's giving for you during the free time and he's paying you. To ensure maximum work-life balance, I also ensure that since I have the free days or the 1.7 leave day I earn in a month, if there's a burial at home or in the village, then I take a day off and I attend the burial. So I'm still on work and I'm still able to relate with my family or with my neighbors well. And you will never find me having a burnout or feeling exhausted or feeling like the employer is misusing me. So whenever you get a chance of having a free day or engaging in an extracurricular activity which may need your attention during work day, take a day off. Enjoy yourself. Life is short. And by the way, these jobs, you don't give it 100% attention because you are replaceable. You don't own the company. It's a going concern. Your presence or absence won't matter. They can replace you in the morning after you die. So take a day at a time and enjoy yourself when you're supposed to be doing so. To sustain a proper work-life balance, I write my goals. I have a schedule of my career goals for 2023. Then there's a way I've broken down them into what do I want to achieve in the first quarter, in the second quarter, and in the third quarter, all throughout the whole year. I shared that video on my career goals for 2023. You also need to go and check it out. I think I'll put a link on the description box. I also have my written personal goals. Most of the times, I achieve my personal goals outside work or during the weekends. So, this is what I want to achieve by the end of 2023. So, I'll keep on checking, where am I on this? If one of my goals in the whole week is to spend 2 hours uninterrupted with my son, it means after 6 p.m., I'm on my way because I need to be in the house by 7:30 or latest by 8 p.m. So at the end of every week, I will review my short-term goals for that 1 week, both work and both personal. If I've committed to keeping time all through, getting to work by 8:30, then at the end of the week, I'm like, did I manage to get to work at 8:30 or by 8:10? If not, what went wrong? Where did I go right? How is me not being able to keep time affecting my personal goals? How is overindulgence in the morning affecting the time I get to work? So have clearly defined goals on your personal life and the career life. That way, you'll be able to progress and you'll know what am I supposed to prioritize in my line of work and what is my priority in my personal line. Another tip that I'd encourage the career men and women to adopt so as to have a healthy work-life balance is learning when to unplug. It is knowing work remains at work and home issues remain at home. There are people I see having notifications of work emails in their phone. So you are in the house at 8 p.m. or on Sunday in church, you put your data on or the Wi-Fi, then you find an email from maybe one of your suppliers requiring something emergency to be handled. Then your mind completely shatters and you can no longer focus. Maybe you are in church or you are at home. You start thinking about how will I respond to this work-related email. I would encourage all of us to have emails on our personal, not personal, but on the workplace computers or the workplace laptops so that we have a clear boundary on this is work and this is personal. My personal emails will not keep on popping in my job laptop so that I'm not disrupted. I also don't want to be disrupted saying official matters being addressed to me on WhatsApp, can they be addressed on email? So I'll check them when I'm back in the office tomorrow morning or after the weekend. Learn to unplug. Normalize not giving people your mobile numbers if you're lucky, and again, depending on the corporate structure or wherever you work and your organization and the kind of job you do. You cannot be working as an ambulance guy and then we say you're supposed to have some personal time because you are expected to be on call or available 24 hours. So, learn to not give people your personal line. Handle work related calls at work. Then when you are at home and you see a call coming, you are able to know, this one is very personal. It is not anything to do with my job. Also, normalize not making personal calls using the workplace phone because you've been provided with airtime. That is bad. It is misuse of the company resources. And at times, you'll find that you're getting overwhelmed when people start calling you on your personal matters, but it is through the office line. And again, people will want to take advantage of free things. So if you easily call your friends because you have airtime on the work phone, they'll normalize calling you between 8 to 5, and now that one interferes with your productivity. Those are the few tips I had on how to maintain work-life balance, especially being very personal for me. I've used my own experience, so I hope it also works for you and you learn one or two things. So in the comment section, I would kindly request you to give some tips that you think are relevant on handling work-life balance. Let me know also how you are treated during Valentine's. And did you send flowers or did you receive something? Let's engage. Now, alomboto nyinyi wote. Being here and watching my content is so much love. It shows me how much people out here are liking my content and they appreciate it and they love it because you keep on coming back. Thank you so much, Premier Gang, for always keeping me company during the live show. I don't take it for granted. May God bless you abundantly. So that has been it. I've come to the end of the video. Let's meet on Sunday at 4 p.m. Until then, adios.